you do is you've got a cardboard piece that says to insert the foot of your bulb into the hole, so that you can paint the glass with glitter glue. And so the light bulb just goes right in there. And now you can set that down on a table and you don't have to worry about the glue sticking to anything. The first one of these that I did not have this, and I just laid it down on a surface and it stuck to the surface, of course, because it's glue. And so that's why you have the little cardboard, so that you don't have to worry about it sticking. And then the next thing that you do is with your paintbrush and your glitter glue, you just start painting the bulb with the glitter glue. And what I found the first time that I was making this, I was actually using a paint. Well, it's craft paint, and it's called glitter paint. Um, and so this is gold. But when I applied this, it was so faint. The glitter was just the faintest hint of glitter, which is not at all what I had in mind. And I'm just gonna, while we do this, I'm just gonna start applying the glitter to the glass bulb. So I ended up using Elmer's glitter glue instead of that glitter paint, even though it does also require multiple coats. At least after about 3 coats, it does start to really look festive to me. And we all have our different ideas of what we like, and that is as it should be. And so for some people, I have this very faint amount of glitter glue on here. Some people might be like, yes, yes, that's what I want it to look like. So you know, if that's you, then you get to stop after 1 coat. For me, I guess I just like a whole lot more glitter. And so to get to this level, I think this was 5 or 6 coats. So, but that's up to you. You can keep going until it looks the way you want it to. Also, there are other kinds of, or other colors of glitter glue. I picked gold. I don't know. Gold just seemed the most festive to me. But there's red and green, and that would certainly be very Christmassy, if you wanted to do that. Or, I mean, depending on how long you've been accumulating burned out light bulbs, you could possibly make like a whole set and do, you know, 2 of gold, 2 red, 2 green, or however many you have. And you could have a set of them that, you know, would look very much just as beautiful as the ones that you see in stores. And you get the added joy in your heart of knowing that you saved a light bulb from sitting in a landfill. So that's nice. So right now I have like 1 coat of the glitter glue on my bulb, and it takes I would say probably 30 minutes for it to dry, so that it would be ready for a 2nd coat. So at this point, when you're working on this craft, you know, if you have more than 1 bulb, you can move on to the next one, or you can just set it down and walk away and do something else until it's dry and ready for you to do the next activity. And so once you have it the way you want it, the next thing that you want to do is to get this twine wrapped around the screw threads of the bulb. And in your kit, you have a little card that has the twine and the gold thread for the hanger. And the easiest way, because I did this also a couple of times, the easiest way is to just put like a dot of glue on either side of those screw threads. And then, be prepared to get a little bit of glue on your fingers when you do this. Because at that point, when you've got the glue on there, then you're going to start wrapping the twine around. And when it gets in the glue, um, it kind of does change a little bit. I also gave you extra twine just in case you needed it. But like for me, it looks like that much is going to be plenty. So I'm going to cut that amount off. And then, so assuming that I have my dot of glue on each side and I have wrapped that tightly around, then I want to hold it until it is going to stay in place. And that's like about a minute or two. And then once it is kind of glued enough that it's going to stick, then again, you're going to set it down. And in this case, you're going to set it down overnight, because you really want that twine to stay. And so you want that glue to set fully. And so now you are 2/3 of the way to having your finished ornament. And honestly, I really wanted to get the stretchy cord, the stretchy gold cord for the hanger, because I find that like a lot easier to hang things on a tree, like to be able to stretch it over the pine needles or whatever of the tree. But I don't know. I don't know if it's because of the pandemic situation or what the situation was, but they were out of the stretchy cord in all 3 places that I went to try to find it. So we just have plain old gold thread, that the way I did it. And if you have a different way of tying the knot, that works, that's awesome. But I tied the knot around the bottom of the twine, and just essentially just really tied a plain knot, and then tied a knot just like that. And I don't know that I need to tie it again, but just a plain old knot. And then just cut the extra off. And so I don't know if you feel as surprised and delighted as I was to see what a cute little ornament that makes, out of something that you probably would have thrown in the trash, or at least I probably would have thrown in the trash. So that's really all there is to it. It's a pretty simple project, but if anybody has any questions, you can either unmute and ask, or you can type it into the chat if you do. I actually have some red glitter glue that I got at the dollar store, and I just squirted some out onto my surface, and I was really amazed at how much easier that glue came out of the bottle than the Elmer's glitter glue did. So I don't know if that is a factor for you, if you wanted to get some different colors to make some additional ornaments like that, maybe just put it this way, I got a muscle workout squeezing the gold glitter glue into those little containers, whereas the dollar store glitter glue came out super easy. And maybe I should have chosen that in the first place. But so does anyone have any questions or any thoughts?